Hi, guys. Let's...
We have the last rider at the start of this individual time trial. He'll do his utmost to produce the best time. Come on, let's give him a hand.
Come on, it's a short time trial. You must hit the right tempo as soon as possible. Go, go! Stick to the tempo! Watch out, right-hand bend. After the left-hand bend, you will come to a rising false flat. Don't push it too hard. Flat out now. It's downhill almost to the finish. Save something for the last kilometer, which climbs. Go! Go! The next bend turns left. Go! Go! Come on! It's almost over!
A few minutes ago, he was the first across the finishing line. Here is today's stage winner! Congratulations to him. He really was the strongest. He fully deserves this prestigious victory. He is in sparkling form and you can clap him loudly. Here's the yellow jersey of this stage. It is a moment that he soon won't forget and which marks his career. Come on, let's applaud him once more. We can say that everything is going well for him at the moment. Here's the green jersey of this stage. It is a moment that he soon won't forget and which marks his career. Come on, let's applaud him once more. We can say that everything is going well for him at the moment. Here's the polka dot jersey of this stage. It is a moment that he soon won't forget and which marks his career. Come on, let's applaud him once more.
Huge congratulations for this win, guys. Our chances of victory were virtually nil. This is an outstanding performance. You beat all the favorites. It's the final stage, guys. The profile is special, with one major difficulty that should decide between the climbers. The scenario looks to be simple, and everything should be settled on the final climb. We're top of the general classification, but we've got to be realistic. The upcoming stage shouldn't see us keep the jersey. However, I'm counting on you not to give up without a fight. We don't have one...
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We should witness a one-climb race today. The teams of the favourites should manage affairs up to the foot of the Montagne de Lure, from where the front-runners will fight it out to the stage wing. The mountains don't scare him. He's already trying to escape. Another one who's motivated to spend the day up front.
Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack. He has provisionally taken the yellow jersey from us. It's nothing dramatic. The stage is long.
1 minute for the breakaway. It's looking good. The first climb is set close to the start. It should allow the baroudeurs to launch the early breakaway. Despite his youth, he's a rider not to be underestimated in the mountains. He still has room for improvement on the flat.
Haben wir den Dom hier? Nee, ne? Haben wir, ja?
He does well on short climbs, but he can't really rely on his sprint qualities to hope for a win. His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out. The Col de Mur is not very steep, barely 4%, but it's long enough to favour a breakaway by riders with some climber qualities. He could be labelled as a puncher, but is also good in the mountains. However, his top speed can be described as lethargic. He's a good climber puncher over any kind of obstacle.
perhaps be waiting for the group behind. It will be easier if there are several of you.
The first King of the Mountains summit is classified as a Category 3. There will be 2 points and 1 point to be scored at the top.
You're 2 kilometers from the summit. Go on, another push. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. Well done. You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points.
He's an excellent puncher who also knows how to climb in the mountains. On the other hand, it's better for him that he finishes alone because his capabilities as a sprinter really are limited. The first rider in the intermediate sprint will earn 20 points towards the green jersey.
Collective fall. It may create gaps. You're coming up to the intermediate sprint. Keep your eyes open. He's the best sprinter in the group. Take his wheel if you want to score some points. You should perhaps be waiting for the group behind. It will be easier if there are several of you. You've won the intermediate sprint. Well done.
Allez les gars, courage! Continuez!
He's the best placed in the overall standings amongst those at the head of the race.
He's a good climber.
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. When going downhill, the aerodynamic position is useful to increase speed without expending energy. forget to protect our leader. Communication is important. That's why we have TeamCom.
The next King of the Mountains summit is ranked as a third category. Only the first two riders over the top will score points towards the best climber classification.
Allez les gars, courage. Bravo les gars. Bravo les gars. Courage, on continue.
Allez plus vite.
Allez, continuez comme ça. Allez les gars. Allez, allez, allez. Les voilà. Allez, continuez comme ça. Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars.
Allez les gars, on continue là, plus vite, plus vite.
Allez les gars, courage.
Lâchez rien, allez. Allez les gars, courage.
Continue comme ça. Bravo les gars, c'est bien. Bravo les gars.
Vite.
You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponent.
Go plus vite.
Keep an eye on him. He's the best climber in the breakaway. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars, courage.
New leader for the climber standings. It's not a problem because it stays in the team.
The feed zone is in sight for the head of the race. Riders will be able to pick up some nourishment.
Okay, I'll consume a feed. not a lot going on. If this was a video game, I'd advance the clock to the last difficulty.
Bringt ihr euch wieder gegenseitig um?
The guys with you are upping the tempo. They're going to try to manage the time gap.
Allez les gars, courage, continue. Continuez comme ça. Allez, allez les gars. Courage, on continue. Allez les gars. Bravo les gars. On est avec toi. Les voilà. Oh les gars, courage. Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars, courage. Bravo les gars. Allez les gars, courage. Lâchez rien. Allez. Allez les gars, courage. Ouais.
Allez les gars.
Oh les gars, courage. Continuez comme ça. Continuez comme ça. Continuez comme ça. Allez, ouais. Oui, oui. Allez, courage, on continue.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars.
The next difficulty is listed as a Category 4.
are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents. Keep an eye on him. He's the best climber in the breakaway.
Continuez comme ça. Allez, on y va.
The gap with the yellow jerseys melting away. The escapees will have difficulties going all the way.
Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
Veloce. Non mollare. Continue comme ça. Allez, on lâche rien.
The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Continuez comme ça les gars, on est avec vous. Continuez comme ça.
There will be 2 points and 1 point towards the best climber classification at the top of the next difficulty.
Allez les gars, courage. Allez, hop, allez. Bravo les gars. Allez les gars, courage. Oh. Allez les gars, courage. Allez, 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 allez. Les voilà. Allez les gars, comme ça. Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, bravo les gars. Allez les gars, courage. Bravo les gars. Allez. Les voilà.
Dafür ist aber eine ganz schön hohe Stimme.
Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, les voilà. Courage. Courage, on continue.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Courage. Allez les gars. Lâchez rien les gars. Allez, allez, allez.
Das Ding heißt Ding.
Allez les gars, courage.
Allez, continuez comme ça. Allez, allez. Bravo les gars. Allez les gars, courage. Lâche rien. Allez, on y va. Allez les gars, courage. Allez. Courage, allez. Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
You've got 1 minute 30 lead on the group with the favorites.
Bravo les gars. Continuez, vas-y. On est avec vous.
The favorites are 1 minute behind your group.
Bravo les gars.
He's still got something in the tank. He's putting his foot down in the relays.
Courage, on continue.
Allez les gars, allez les
Courage,
gars.
on continue.
The next difficulty is also classified as third category. The first two to the top score 2 and 1 point towards the polka dot jersey.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
Allez les gars, c'est comme ça les gars, on est avec vous. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Continuez comme ça.
The breakaway is being reeled in. It will be difficult to withstand the return of the yellow jersey.
You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez les gars, courage. Allez, allez. Allez. Allez, fonce. On te suit. Bravo.
Allez, courage, on continue.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer. The group with the favorites is 1 minute away.
Continue comme ça.
Well done! You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points. Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall. You're 1 minute 30 ahead of the group with the favorites.
Allez, vas-y.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
The gap is 1 minute between the favourites and the guy in the front.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
Allez les gars, courage.
He's just fallen. That may cost him some time in the overall standings.
Allez.
The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group.
Allez les gars. Continuez comme ça, vite. Allez, go, go, go. Allez, on y va. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça, les gars.
Here we are at the foot of the Montagne de Lure, with a little more than 15 kilometers of climbing. The favourites from the general classification will have ample opportunity to gorge each other and attack to create gaps.
Allez, Cyril. Allez les gars. Allez les gars.
The climb is ranked as first category. There will therefore be 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 and 1 point for the best climber jersey at the top of the Montagne de Lure.
Allez, petit blanc.
Allez les gars, courage.
Allez, les gars, on continue.
Allez les gars. Allez les gars.
Allez, vas-y, petit blanc. Vas-y, petit blanc. Continue comme ça.
On continue comme ça. Bravo les gars.
Courage, les gars.
Continuez comme ça.
On continue, les gars.
Allez les gars. Courage. Allez les gars. Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
Lâchez rien.
Courage. Allez les gars. C'est bien.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey. The lead rider has 1 minute 30 on the favourites.
On te suit, maillot blanc.
Allez, les gars, courage. Continuez comme ça. Allez.
Allez les gars, on continue. Allez, continuez comme ça.
Allez, les gars, continuez comme ça. Allez, les gars. Allez. Sérieux, allez.
The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end.
Allez les gars. Ouais. Allez le maillot à pois. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez les gars.
Allez, les gars, courage.
Ici, là, on est en dessus. Allez les gars. Allez les gars, allez go, go, go. Allez on y va.
Allez, les gars.
Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars.
Allez, les gars, courage, allez.
He's the new leader of the overall youth standings.
Watch out, there's an attack at the head of the peloton. Acceleration at the front of the peloton. No falling asleep.
Allez les gars, courage!
He's got his teammates riding because he's a danger to the overall standings. Change of leader in the overall youth standings.
Courage, on continue! Courage, on continue! Allez les gars! Bravo les gars! Allez les gars! Courage! Allez les gars! Courage!
The time gap with the head of the race isn't changing, lads. Only 5 kilometers left for the race leaders. Only 5 kilometers left. Go, go, again! It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us. Try to manage things so that you don't blow up before the line. You're 1 minute 30 ahead of the group with the favorites.
At less than 3 kilometers from the finish, nothing is guaranteed for the man in front. He's still under threat of being caught by his pursuers.
The group with the favorites is 1 minute away.
Bravo! Allez, allez, allez!
Less than 2 kilometers from the finish.
You're ahead of the group with the favorites by 30 seconds. You've got to react straight away, guys. He's taken provisional lead of the overall standings.
The front man will soon be under the red pennant. He should manage a win.
It is the red pennant. 1 more kilometer of effort.
Allez, continue! Vas-y, oui, oui! Plus vite, plus vite! Allez, on tient vraiment! Allez, à fond! Allez, debout!
running on empty. Lift your foot if you don't want to blow up.
He is all smiles as he climbs onto the podium. Applaud him. Here is today's stage winner! Congratulations to him. He managed to maneuver perfectly to snatch this victory. He can savor this moment. He tops the standings and will receive the traditional honors. Here's the yellow jersey of this stage. He will be able to hang this jersey in his trophy room. Let's hope for him that he can add more. He's amongst the leading riders this year. Here's the green jersey of this stage. He will be able to hang this jersey in his trophy room. Let's hope for him that he can add more. He is in sparkling form and you can clap him loudly. Here's the polka dot jersey of this stage. He will be able to hang this jersey in his trophy room. Let's hope for him that he can add more.
Huge congratulations for this win, guys. Our chances of victory were virtually nil. This is an outstanding performance. You beat all the favorites. Hi guys, welcome to the briefing for this first stage. Today you are faced with a rare exercise that will delight climbers, an uphill prologue. It's a prologue that can already have significant impact on the general classification. That said, we must first focus on this climb. Let's be clear, our chances of getting into the top 10